Late night vibes, we're turning up the heat. T-Will on the mic, can't accept defeat. My ATL sports show, he's running the game. Atlanta Falcons fly high, you know the name. In the heart of the A, where the pride runs deep. From the Braves to the Falcons, he's keeping it real, no sleep. He's got the scoop, every player, every play. Bringing the thunder every single day. T-Will, shining bright on the airwaves, bringing sports tonight. Atlanta heart with the soul so free. My ATL sports show, it's the place to be. T-Will, taking flight. Falcons and Braves, yeah, we're feeling right. So bring that energy, let the city resonate. With T-Will on the mic, we're gonna celebrate.
Welcome, ATL sports fans. Specifically, welcome Braves fans. This is the For My ATL Sports 1 post-game report to the game played last night out in Sacramento with the Braves versus the Athletics. I don't know if we should call them the Sacramento, Oakland, or Las Vegas Athletics, but the Athletics nonetheless in their minor league park. And suffice it to say, the Athletics took our beloved Braves to the woodshed. That's right. They gave us the beatdown. The beatdown indeed. So, Braves are, well, now they are currently 39-51. They are on a 5-game losing streak. I made this as the game was in progress, and I was hopeful that we would win, but that was soon that hope was soon snuffed out. Athletics are 38-55, and head to head, Athletics play us pretty tough. Athletics have not been a good team in the past 4 or 5 years or whatever. Braves have, but for whatever reason, when we get together with them, they play us very well, and they continued with that trend last night as they won with a resounding score of 10-1. That's right, they scored 10 runs to our measly one, and yeah, it was exactly how it sounds like it was, a beatdown. Didier Fuentes for the pitcher of record was the pitcher of record last night. He is now 0-3 with an ERA much bigger than 9. Jeffrey Springs was the pitcher for the Athletics, and it didn't look like he threw anything over 93. He located well. He was in and out. He's got a curveball, got a fastball. He can throw in the corners, got a curveball. But again, it was not anything above 93, so it's not like he was throwing gas. But nonetheless, the Braves just couldn't do anything with it. Now, it looked like it had a little bit of movement. I will give him that. But from a velocity perspective, it was not overpowering. But it was overpowering to the Braves as we scored 1 run. Of note, the Athletics hit 5 home runs last night. That's right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One of which was a inside the Parker, so I guess you could say 4 and a hook if you're thinking of spades, or 4 and a possible, but definitely 5 home runs. Typically, when there is an inside the park home run, there's more than likely a blunder occurred. And guess what, ladies and gentlemen? A blunder occurred. That's right. Stuart Fairchild, I think, lost the ball in either the twilight, the sun, or something. Couldn't find it. And by the time he did, and basically threw the ball into the infielder, the outfielder for the A's was sliding in the home plate with a brand new shiny home run, and it was 1-0. That's how that game started, and it didn't get much better after that. I guess that was a harbinger of things to come. So, again, 10-1, they win, we lose. The one bright highlight on the offense was Eli White. Eli hit a home run, and I think we're at the point that we have to ask ourselves, is it time to sit down Michael Harris in place of Eli? Okay. I mean, maybe you go Profar in left, Eli in center, Ronald Acuna Jr. in right when he comes back from his back um, what is it? Back spasms or just a he tweaked something in his back. So once he returns from that brief hiatus, maybe that's the lineup we should go with. Look at I love Michael Harris, and Michael Harris is undoubtedly the best center fielder in baseball. Well, I guess you could say Michael Harris and the center fielder for the A's because back to back on Sports Center and MLB Network, they're always bringing home runs back. I think the two of them are friends. Can't think of the gentleman's name, but they are both very good. No, they're excellent defensive center fielders. Michael Harris is definitely top of the game, cream of the crop defensively, but offensively, he has just been abysmal. And I think we are at the point where we have to ask ourselves, um, what are we doing with Mike? What are we doing? So, nevertheless, Eli did hit a home run last night. It was the one beacon of hope. Eli was the one shining night for us last night, and that was all we got. As the game did end 10-1. Again, the Athletics got 10 runs on 10 hits, 5 home runs, so that kind of made it easy. The Braves got 1 run on 6 hits. The Athletics committed 1 error. The Braves committed none. And it was pretty bad. So let's keep going. Nick Allen did make a great play last night defensively. So that I guess, other than Eli's home run, that is, I guess, something you can point to. What got the Braves last night is they kept leaving runners in scoring position. I think we may have had 3 or 4 runners at second and just couldn't get them in. Now, again, you get if it's 5-0 in the first inning, it's kind of hard to, you know, that's with this iteration of Braves, that's kind of hard to come back from. 2023 Braves, that'd have been nothing. Okay, but we were down 5-0 in the first inning. It didn't get any better from that. And again, it's not like this guy was throwing gas. I don't know what the situation is with our hitting coach, but it's not working. It is clearly not working. Whatever his message is, it is not resonating with our position players. And at this point, I just feel like we need to cut our losses. Let's go back to what we were doing in 2023. If you're going to strike out, you're going to strike out. It is what it is. We understand that. But this showing offensively is abysmal. It is inefficient. It is subpar. It's just bad. So we've got to do something. And, look, in the interim, if I'm Snit, I'm going to say, hey, guys, go back to what you were doing in 2023. Forget all of this, take your pitch, whatever. Let's just go back to what we were doing. We'll take the results. And next year, we need to get a pitching coach in here that speaks the language or whose message will resonate with these hitters because it's just not doing it. This offense at this point is the worst offense in baseball. And I never thought I'd say that with this collection of Braves. But nevertheless, hey, man, we got to do something. I love my Braves. I love this team. I love these guys. We just got to figure it out. And that is that. Key takeaways. This Braves team right now is pretty bad. We just got swept by the Baltimore Orioles. I will say that again. We got swept by the Baltimore Orioles. Just take that in. Just for a minute. Just take that in, right? At home. So we don't go to Baltimore and get swept. The Orioles come to Cobb County, Georgia, at Truist Park, excuse me, and they sweep us. Sweep. How sweep it is. They sweep us. And then we go to, Sacramento. That's right, minor league park to face the A's, who have been the armpit of the AL for a while. You know what? That's not fair. They've just not been very good. Apologies to Athletics fans. Shouldn't have said that. But they've not, and that was more a dig at ownership. That wasn't a dig at the A's. That wasn't a dig had the players, just more so their ownership group and the things that they put their fans and players through. But again, respect to the A's. They're not a good team. The Braves are worse. The A's beat you 10-1. Are you kidding me? So, yeah, not good. Trade deadline's coming up July the 31st. I mean, what can we say to management at this point? The Braves have to play better. The Braves have to give them a reason to go out and get anybody. And it doesn't look like this team's going to do it. You know what I mean? If you can't beat the Orioles, if you can't take a series from the Orioles, I don't know what to tell you. You're not a very good team. So, again, there's still hope. Braves have about a 28% chance of making the playoffs. From some reports, other reports say it's more like 8%. I'm going to go with the latter. Like, this team just doesn't have any passion. They don't fight offensively. They cannot get runners in. They can't score runs. They're just really bad. I really, really, really don't want to watch the playoffs in MLB with the Braves not being in them. But at this point, it's not looking good. So, we will see. Hopefully that will change. Hopefully I am wrong. Hopefully the Braves will go on a very long winning streak, and a month from now we can come back and look at this and laugh and say, "Oh, how silly we were! Oh, look at those Braves." But they're about 13, almost 14 games out of first place in the East. They're 9.5 back in the wild card spot. They are 1-9 in their last 10 games. They're just not playing well. They're simply not playing well. So Braves have to get it together, and all we can do is continue to hope, watch, and pray, which is what we'll do. Because hey, man, I love my Braves through and through. I love them today. I love them tomorrow. Love them yesterday. We'll love them next year. So again, fingers crossed. Sending up prayers. Hopefully the Braves can get it together. But for now, they are 12 games under 500, and things are not going well. All right, so that has been the post-game report. I'm sorry to give you this sunshiny disposition as to what is going on with the Braves. For my ATL Sports One, we obviously, try and conduct ourselves with integrity and try to be honest. We're not a negative podcast. So I'm not a negative Nancy. I'm not bashing the Braves. Everything that I've stated is well known. And look, we are where we are, people. We are where we are. We've got to get it together. We've got to focus on the positive. We've got to learn how to hit, or at least learn how to score some runs, whatever that's going to do. And look, we've got 60% of our pitching staff down, 60% of our starters. So Schwellenbach is down, probably out for the year. Sale is down, probably out for the year. Raylo is down, out for most of the year. And in the midst of all of that, we've got to figure out how to go on a very long winning streak. Look, the pitching was clearly the strength of our team, and that has been dealt some what looks like unrecoverable blows. So it's a tough situation. Suffice it to say, it's a tough situation. Doesn't mean we can't come back. Doesn't mean we can't rebound. Doesn't mean we can't go on a win streak. I'm not saying that. But Alex Anthopoulos has his hands busy. So if he's going to take a leap of faith, the time would be now. Alex, we need a second baseman and or a shortstop. We need a left fielder who we can plug in the playoffs. And we need a starter, at least one, and a reliever or two. Just my thoughts. Anyway, guys, thank you for joining. Those of you who did, you can see me at For My ATL Sports One on YouTube. Say again, that is For My ATL Sports One, the number For My ATL Sports One on YouTube, the number For My ATL Sports, the number one on YouTube. Please check us out. After every Braves game, you will see a very quick post-game report. We do have shows on Thursday nights, Friday nights, and Saturday. So please come and join us and check us out. And also, if you're looking at this, please like, share, and subscribe so that we can continue to bring you great content like this. Again, everybody who joined, thanks for joining me. Really appreciate it. I hope you guys have an amazing day. Praying for the Braves. Hopefully they can have an amazing night and start what is a very long winning streak and get it together and at least be competitive and make the playoffs and make some noise. So anyway, Thanks, everyone. Have an amazing day. Thanks for joining me. And I will see you either tonight or tomorrow. Good night.
Hey, you just watched another entertaining and interesting For My ATL Fans Sports 1 show. If you enjoyed the show, please let T-Will know by hitting the like, share, and subscribe buttons. T-Will would have brought you this message himself. This guy doesn't know how to keep it short and simple, not to mention that outrageous laugh. Anyway, tune in next time and have a great day. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. Bye.